Watching movies and TV shows that I used to enjoy as a kid, now watching them as an adult, they hit different. You see them in a different light. You understand jokes better. I have recently watched Forrest Gump for the first time since a kid, and I noticed a lot of things that I didn't notice the first time around. Recently, I heard the Mandela effect. We always thought Forrest said, life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. But he actually said was.
Life was like a box of chocolates.
But I think this Mandela effect can be easily dismissed because I believe they're mixing it with the other time that his mom said it on her deathbed.
Life is a box of chocolates, Forrest.
Now, I most certainly didn't remember that Forrest was named after his family member who helped create the KKK. Not sure why they felt necessary to include that in this story. I guess it's just to add to how much they inserted Forrest into history. Because y'all didn't know that Forrest taught Elvis how to dance. He was there when they first integrated schools. He met JFK right before he was assassinated. He showed President Johnson his butt after he got shot. He was at the Pentagon protest in '67 with Abby Hoffman. He met the Black Panther Party. He snitched on Nixon. All up in history. And there was a lot more. Now, of course, I remember Bubba being his friend, but I didn't realize until now how beautiful it is to have a relationship with a person who could understand, well, maybe not understand, but just get you. It makes me sad that Forrest's mom had to sleep with the principal to get him into school. But then it made me think, where's his dad? I mean, they didn't even really mention him or what happened to him. Were we supposed to just guess that he left because Forrest was slow? I doubt it. She might have just been one of them old school women who had sex before marriage. What are not the chances? She's a whore. And obviously a freak according to the principal.
Your mama sure does care about your schooling, son.
It makes a lot of sense why he fell in love with a whore. Which brings me to Jenny. And I get it, she did have a horrible childhood. No child should have to go through what she went through. But there's a difference between being a victim and a survivor. I just wish she would have realized that she was a survivor. She turned out to be a complete whore, and not only was she a whore, she waited till she was all washed up, dried up, and disease-ridden before she got to settle down. It almost sounds familiar, like women today after they did all they dirt in the street. I'm going to let y'all know something right now, ladies. Forrest was slow. That's his excuse. What's the man that falls in love with you's excuse? Now, I know I'm no one to judge. Who the heck am I? When I watched it again, I just realized she is like modern women, where she wants to be for the streets, in the streets. And even when she came back to him and took his virginity, she just left. She didn't even say a word. I mean, if she didn't get pregnant, would she have reached out to him with a letter telling him to come meet her so that she could tell him about the son? And then she drops the bombshell, will you marry me? Yeah, a little late for that, Jenny. What, you got 2 months to live? Yeah, sure, I'll marry you because I'm slow. I can do everything that I want to do, including get a disease that is going to kill me. And then when I'm ready to settle down, I'm going to settle on down. He loved Jenny. And it's what's up to ever find a man that loves you as much as Forrest loves Jenny. But no, let me stop on Jenny. I did used to like her when I was a kid. I guess because how much Forrest did. And I did realize even as a child she was being abused. Not the gravity of the situation, but I did realize abuse was there, especially when she took off running in the field and had to pray to God that she had to pray to God that she could fly away. That's sad.